hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Dobbs. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Kenny Golladay, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Dobbs. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3, this is where the ball goes anymore.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Waiting for it back deep, Antonio Callaway. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready. Hey, Mike 40, Mike 40. All day, dog. Ready.
On 1st down, Penn. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Check 24. Watch 20. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Kill.
They run it with Carson, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Down to lose one.
They'll run on 1st down. Penn, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This is taken at the 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down. Dobbs. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Motion. Blue dot Quarkers. 40's my alpha. 40's Mike. 40's the Mike. Squeeze.
Now a give right side. Penn. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 5.
Ready. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Come for you.
From the gun on third down. Love. And that will be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
From the gun, Dobbs, flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. We're scoreless after 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Travis Homer, his first touchdown on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Next to score, Lions 7, Bears 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get get that 0 off the board. Now a give, right side. Penn. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
On first down, Carson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Chad Hutton, 15 lining, 15 lining. Ready.
Now a give, right side. Penn. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Love. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight.
Now a give, right side. Penn. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 30.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd.
Let's put that team on the box. 61. Matchbox. Right. Check safety. Let's go. Let's go.
On 3rd down. Penn. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Looking to throw. Love forced out to his left. This one into the hands of Burton. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a give, right side. Penn. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
On the double. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Check. Check 24, check 24. H3, 218, chopper. Ready. Check 37. Faster.
On 3rd down, Penn. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Watch the run. Check 3, check 3, check. Recall, 132 fighting.
Back to throw. Love to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7.
14, Bears 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
7 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Here's Dobbs to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Check. Watch 54. Come on, D. Over. Mike 5-4.
On 3rd down, Dobbs. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
They'll run on first down. Penn. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw on second down. Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
After 6
Here's Dobbs to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Dobbs. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
First down, Detroit.
On the ready. Right here, right here. Yep, he's moving, boys, he's moving. Mark 30.
On 1st and 10, Downs. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Let's go.
To Kenny Galladay. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Lions.
Three for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. The final shot before break. Dobbs. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, fellas.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get ready.
That's taken in by Callaway. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
10 more, Bo. Watch the run, watch the run. Hayward. Right, 64, weak. No. Set, go. Set, go.
Now a give, right side. Penn. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Dobbs now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 41, Dobbs. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 12. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
14 yards into Chicago, first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
66.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Ready, go.
They'll keep it on the ground. 10. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Smoke. 56. Watch the screen. Ready.
From the gun, Love. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel.
This is Carson. Kendall Beckwith on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Silver. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Check.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go. 8, read. Rush in. Kill. Protein spill. Delta.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Watch the safety. 80 weapon. Cut.
On first down, Love. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to
know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places. They're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Check 3. Blue dot corker.
Now a give, right side. Penn. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Matchbox, right, go. Alert 3. Ready, go.
Operating from the gun. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
That close to taking a 4th quarter lead, but the goalposts, they had other plans.
I thought it was on target. It looked good off his foot, but then doink, off the metal and out. And those are the kind of breaks that can definitely swing a ball game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Dobbs.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Dobbs looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Take 4, take 4.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
First down, Detroit.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run this with Homer. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Steps away to his left. And this will be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now Dobbs. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Dobbs now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. Going on the ground with Homer. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Brings up 3rd down.
from the gun on third down. Dobbs. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give him the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 48 yards. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman.